number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levin. With the catch, it's Duro. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played.
Maybe some room here. Powers through. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. This time he wants to throw. Fires quickly. At the 35, he's open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. The give on the counter. Can't get him to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Levin. Here's a heat, and they got him.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Here's a give to Washington. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day. But right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Using his legs, it's Cobb. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Brown wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the catch. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
That's caught. It's Green. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
The run inside. It's Durham. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Defense looks as if it's coming. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. It's still a three-point game after the miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Cobb. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Washington. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running inside. It's Cobb. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And just when you thought the worst was over, the first drive they fumbled it, and on the second drive they fumbled it. 2 drives, and they can't hold on to the football.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Handoff, Caden Durham. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Running to Green. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Smashes through the tackle. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to add another. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
LSU 9, Auburn 0. Number 8, set to kick it off.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to move them on the counter. There he goes. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
It'll be a run on third and short. Fights off a defender. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man, like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
To the air, it's Levitt. Unloads to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
What a tremendous job in coverage by that DB. He just stayed in the receiver's hip pocket, then able to locate the football and swat it away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job in execution there on that 3rd down through the passing game. All of a sudden now you've got a decision to make because you're in field goal range. But do you have the confidence to leave your offense out there to pick this 1st down up and go looking for a touchdown? This is a big decision right here for the head coach.
LSU trying to convert a 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but they caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the 1st down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Under fire. And it's a sack.
I love the aggressive nature by the offense trying to throw this in the end zone for a TD, but this is the risk when you drop your quarterback back close to the goal line.
They've gotten to the quarterback 2 straight times, and now it's 3rd and a long goal to go. Here's Durham. And the defense drags him down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On the ground, it's Berry. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun. It's complete to the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Watkins. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The whistle sounded, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a 2nd left. Now to see if they can score before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Dead center perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime.
Number 8, set to kick off.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Brown will throw it. Fires one high and deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Looking for the 2-point try. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's looking deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Going to the run. It's Davenport. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Brown wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed.
There's a crease. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. They'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And he's not going to take the touchback. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Brown will throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Berry. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. That's reeled in. It's Durham. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Running inside. It's Durham.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Blevett. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Caden Durham again. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 8, set to kick this one off.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Johnson. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Quarterback making checks. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. A run for the quarterback. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
first down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going for the goal line. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They'll run it with Caden Durham. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like that.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a... Turning it on! Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's Durham one more time. Knocked down for the tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Levitt. He's got the tight end. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Punt is on its way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Davenport. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival. It's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation.